Hey everyone, this is Bob from TrueOnlineRiches.com and this is Bob's Den. If you are wondering how to make a YouTube custom thumbnail from your own video, you're at the right place. I'll show you how to take a screenshot from your video and go to a place where it is free. You don't need any software. Take your screenshot and edit it and make a YouTube custom thumbnail from your own video. And the better part is, if you're on Windows, I have another short video along with this one where I show you how to screenshot, the easiest method to screenshot from your own video. And if you're on a Mac, you might have to find how to screenshot your screen. But without further ado, I'll take you to my computer screen and I'll show you how to make a YouTube custom thumbnail from your own YouTube video. Alright, to make a YouTube custom thumbnail without using Photoshop or any expensive software and to make it for free, the go-to place is Pixlr.com. So once you're on Pixlr.com, scroll down and you'll see Pixlr Editor. So click on Launch Web App and it'll pull you up the user interface. Actually, first it'll kind of give you this page. So you click Create a New Image and you'll have to set the presets or dimensions or the measurements for your custom thumbnail. Now, if you don't know what size to use for custom thumbnail, I'll leave the link below in the description to the Google help page or YouTube help page rather, where it says the ideal resolution or size for your custom thumbnail is 1280 by 720. But nowadays there are a lot of big screens where people watch YouTube videos, so I kind of stick with 1920 by 1080, which is the full screen size. So to put this size in here, you'll have to click on this arrow on presets and scroll all the way down till you see movie 720p or movie 1080p. So 720, if you select that, that'll give you kind of like HD resolution, 1280 by 720, which is the ideal size recommended by Google or YouTube. But it can be also used for full HD, which is 1080p. So this is what I usually stick onto. So I'll select that, and you can, for the name, you can leave it like that for now because it kind of gives you an option to name the image later on. So once you do that, it'll kind of give you the user interface or the canvas for you to work on. So now what I'll do is I'll get rid of all these, not to get rid of, but I kind of move that to the side here so that I'll have enough room here to work with. Alright, so this white background is our canvas area where we are going to put the image on, and you can scroll it to zoom in and zoom out of it according to your preference. And now you can literally use any image from online or from your phone, from your camera, or any image as a matter of fact. But for this example, I'm going to use a screenshot from my own YouTube video. You're probably looking for that as well. Or if you want to do a custom thumbnail from scratch, I'll actually make a different video entirely for that purpose. If you don't know how to or take a screenshot from your own video, I have done an entire video showing how to do screenshot for YouTube custom thumbnails. I'll leave the link below for that video if you're interested. So do check that out, or you can just use your screenshot if you know how to do that. To pull an image into the canvas, all you have to do is to click on File and Open Image. So that'll give you, and you can actually select the path and where it is saved in your computer. I'm actually going to use this particular one, and it'll open that image on a different window. But this is not the window we're going to use, and I'll show you just in a bit. I'll drag that down there, and as you can see, it kind of shows as a background here. So we're gonna use this image on this canvas area here. So to do that, click on the background and drag it and drop it on that white canvas. Now you have got this image on the white background or our work area, and you can close out that image there. So once you do this, you can like I said, you can zoom in and zoom out using your scroll button on your mouse. And as you can see, it is not aligned properly. So to align that, you'll have to first change your cursor if it is not already selected to this particular one here. So now you can change it around, but as you can see, the sides are not touching the canvas properly. So now we're going to change the proportions. So to do that, click on edit and click free transform, and that'll kind of give you alignment handles here. So before you change anything, before you click and drag on this, you'll have to make sure that you are pressing down the Alt key on your keyboard. That will preserve the alignment or the proportions of the image. Right now I'm kind of holding the Alt key down and clicking onto that particular handle on that corner and dragging it to change the proportion. So it, as you can see, it kind of keeps the proportion same. So now if I use that without using the Alt key, it'll kind of wobble around all the place there. All right, so to prevent that, we're gonna use the Alt key. So I'll use the Alt key right now and drag it out. And when you see you have the right proportion or right alignment, you can just leave it like that. So I'm kind of looking for that look there. So once you're done, hit enter and it'll kind of fix that image onto the background. Now it is kind of fixed there, and as you can see, it is aligned properly to the sides here. So now we got the background, and next what we're gonna do is to write something on it, right? So I'm going to write the letters here onto the left side. So to do that, click on this A, which is the type tool, and click onto your screen, and it'll open up this box here. So I'm going to write custom thumbnails, and I'll use the next line, hit enter. If that's what you want to do, that's how I usually do it. Custom thumbnails for, I'll cap that, YouTube videos. Maybe yeah, that's what I want to do right now. Okay, so once you're done, as you can see, it kind of gives you these tiny little ones here for me, and anyways right now. So to change the size, click on, as you can see, you have all kinds of different settings for that particular font or the letters there. So I'll first change the size. I'll go to the maximum size right now just to change. And by the way, you can click on to any letter on this one and kind of move around and align it. So I'll go for a different font size. I mean, actually a different font. So if you have different fonts, fancy fonts on your computer, it'll show up here as well. I'd like to go for a simpler one, maybe that. And I'll bold it. And you can align it to left, right, or center by clicking here. I'll keep that to the left side. And now I'll change the color. I'll go for yellow, bright yellow. So you select which color you want to go with that circle. Take this small circle to the brighter side. And if you want to select any color from the screen, somewhere from the screen, as you can see, actually from this area, you can use this kind of tool and click on it, and it'll give you that color as you just saw. But I like to go for yellow for now and click OK, and it'll give you that. As you can see, it kind of gave the color, size, and font which we just chose. So we'll click OK, so we're good for now. And next what we're gonna do is to give it some effects. So to do that, you go to layers, and as you can see, it kind of, all the things you do here is shown here as layers. So first we kind of gave the background white canvas, and we used that background image, and this is the custom thumbnail, all these letters, the type tool we used. So click on that, make sure that is selected. As you can see, you can select all the different layers from here. So I'm gonna make sure it is the custom thumbnail, that the letters are selected, and right click on it and go to layer styles, and these are all the different styles or effects you can give to the letters here. So I'm gonna select drop shadow, which will give a drop shadow there, and to edit that, you make sure it is selected all the way there. So once it is selected, it'll kind of highlight that, and it'll kind of give you all these different settings. So I like to keep it like 75 or 80, around 80. So that's the opacity. As you can see, it kind of tells you how strong it looks on it. So I'll keep that 80, and this is the distance for that drop shadow from the main letters. So I'll keep that to maybe 4, yeah, maybe 5. Just 5. Actually, you can select this one and type the number there and just go to the next one. So if you change the size, it kind of blurs out the shadow. So I'll keep that to maybe 3. And you can also change the color for the shadow, but I'm gonna keep it to black. All right, so once you're done that, you can actually change the angle for that particular drop shadow. I'll just keep it like that for now. It kind of looks a little nicer on that. Now we'll also do an outer glow. You can actually do any of these. You can see different styles or effects it kind of gives. I'd like to go with this combination, drop shadow and outer glow. So same like we did with drop shadow, you check that box and select or highlight that effect, and it'll give you again another, you know, set of different settings. So I actually like how it is right now, and I'll leave it like that for now. Click OK, and you can actually go through all these if you want to. I'll click OK. So next what I'm going to do is to blur the background image so that the letters here will kind of pop out. So to do that, make sure you highlight or select the background, because that's where we're going to do changes right now. So select that and go to adjustment, or actually filter, and I'll go to Gaussian blur. It already gave you the blur there, and if you want to change it, you can change it with this handle here or setting. So I'll keep it to maybe 15. Yeah, that looks good, and I'll click OK. So already you can see, oh, I'll keep it like that, and already, oh, that's a good example actually. Like, yeah, that could happen accidentally, because right now I have the background selected. So if you click on anywhere on the canvas, it kind of moves the background, right? So instead of that, if you want to change, move or align the letters somewhere, you click on custom thumbnail layer and then click on top of that, and it'll kind of align that for you. Now if you want to add another image or kind of like a logo, if you have one, you can also do that as well. Just go to file and open image and go to where you have that saved. I'll go to desktop and I have this YouTube logo here. It'll kind of open up like we did for the background image. I'll just drag it down there and drag this layer or that image layer background and drag it on top of this one and let it go. It'll kind of come on top of that, and close out that picture. And same like we did for the background image, if you want to reposition it or realign it, you make sure you have that image selected and go to edit, free transform, and while pressing down on the alt key you can do that, and there you go, hit enter and it's positioned now. All right, now for these logos and stuff, if you're downloading some image from online from the internet, make sure you have transparent background. Usually it would be PNG format, .png, so that's kind of like a tip if you want to do that. So once you're done with everything and if you're satisfied with the look you have, to save the image, all you have to do is to click on file, click save. And this is one thing I like about Pixlr.com, that you can change the quality and you can change the format as well. As you can see, it is right now selected as JPEG, but if you want full quality, click on PNG and it kind of gives you the size here in KB or kilobytes. So it is like 1692 kilobytes. If you don't know the ideal size for YouTube custom thumbnails, I'll leave the link to this page for YouTube support in the description below. It says remain under 2 megabytes limit, which is under 2 megabytes for our image here. So if you want to go for PNG, you can do that, which will be the full quality. And if you want to go for a JPEG, BMP, and all these formats, you can do that as well. I'll save this one as PNG for now. Click OK, and oh, I already have selected that thing. That name, so you can name it whatever you want to and click save. I'll click test 1, click save. So once you're done, you can go to where you saved it. So I just transferred it to this folder here. This is where I have my image right now, and voila, there it is. So we just made a YouTube custom thumbnail without using Photoshop or any other expensive software. Alright, I really hope you understand now how to make a YouTube custom thumbnail from your own video. And if you like this video, consider subscribing and give a thumbs up. And look out for my other videos. I have a lot of other tutorials coming up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.